welcome to Mike Cooley Radio. Let's get it, because we gonna get it in. What's good, everybody? I hope everybody is having a blessed day. And like I always say, what do I always say, everybody? Stay what? Stay what? Stay what? Sucker free. That's right. Stay sucker free from these haters, because the haters is gonna hate. Let them hate. That should motivate. Don't let them put you down because they don't understand your dreams and don't see your dreams. Don't let them sit back and talk down on you because they can't achieve the goals that you are achieving or you are about to achieve. Only God can judge you. You put it in God's hands and stay focused and stay away from the negativity and stay away from the people that's going to bring you down. Be around people that's going to uplift you and put you in the best position. And if they're not them, then they shouldn't be around you. Stay positive and let the haters hate, so that should motivate, all right? Now, please follow me right now. Follow Mike Cooley Radio. Just hit that follow button. Just hit that follow button and you can listen to me all the time. That's right. You can listen to me all the time and get all the segments that I come out with, because you know my segments are going to be on point. I'm going to give you my opinion, give you my facts, and give you all the rundown that I know and the knowledge that I know. So please, please, please follow right now. Download also so you can always go back and listen to all the segments that I have done, and you can share it with your friends. Share it with your friends. That's so important to me, is to share it with your friends, all right? You can go on iHeartRadio. I'm all over. iHeartRadio, Pandora, Apple Podcasting, you name it, I'm on it. All right, just put in Mike Cooley Radio, and I'm there. Follow me on social media, on YouTube, please, because I have a lot of videos on YouTube that you can see what I'm doing in the industry. So please go to put in Mike Cooley, put in my name, and MikeKooley, and I should pop up on YouTube. Please follow me on YouTube, all right? That's very important. You'll see more videos coming out of interviews with celebrities and so much other things coming out on YouTube. So please follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, and on Facebook, all right? Now we're going to talk about something very important today. We're going to talk about Trump, all right? I guess Trump and the Ukrainian, the president, they got into a little bit of heated exchange of arguments about how to end this war and everything. And I just want you guys to kind of listen to what Trump had to say and what the Ukrainian president had to say. And then I'll get back with you guys once this is all done, all right? I just want you guys to kind of listen. It's a lot to cover, so buckle your seatbelts, and here we go.
On the deal. It doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world, and I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred, and I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way. So that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
I would respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, parts of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people, you know what the contact was?
2015.
2014 and 2016.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but
That's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, the situation the same. That people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine? That you say what problems we have?
I have been to. I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems like bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly what
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good. We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about
it. From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't know. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. It's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, you said thank you. You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble. Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks.
You haven't been alone.
Cabinet.
You haven't been alone. We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion. We gave you military equipment, and your men are brave, but they had to use our military equipment. If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days. I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is how
maybe less.
In 2 weeks. Of course he has.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this.
I tell you, just say thank you.
I said a lot of
accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go, and I want this. Look, if you can get get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't with me. That wasn't with me. That was with a guy named Biden who was not a smart person. That was with Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful. Because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President. I'm sorry.
It's going to be a tough deal to make. Because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What will you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me. Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. The 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if he can make a deal. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think? This is going to be great television, I will say that. We'll see what we can do about putting it together. Thanks. We'll see.
All right, so y'all hear that? Y'all heard that, right? So let me give you my opinion. There's a lot that's going on here, man, and I don't even know where to start. But I will say this much, man, just from my opinion on all this whole situation is I understand a little bit where the Ukrainian president is coming from. He's saying, hey, listen, you know what I mean? If I do a ceasefire and we put the bullets down, is he going to do that? Is Putin going to listen to that? Is Putin going to go by that? Because last time he didn't do that. They had soldiers over there. Of course, they had people over there they wanted that I guess was hostage, or they took away from them, put the prisoners. They want the prisoners back. Things and deals did not go through. Trump saying, hey, that was with other administrations. That's not with him. And so let's get more detail. The Ukrainian president, he has no choice. Like, this war's been going on for 3 years, man. 3 years this war been going on. We have gave them $350 billion plus for this war. And it's still going. So when is it going to be an end? When are they going to be able to, him and Putin, to sit down and have a conversation to solve this problem? Because millions of people are dying while they sitting back, relaxing at home. Innocent people are dying for this. You have to come with some type of solution. And sometimes you're not going to like the circumstances of the business deal, but you got to get something done to stop the war from going. You got to stop this. And so, and what Trump says, when there's so much hate between them two because of so much that happened between those two, they're just going at each other. But you have to make some type of deal. All right? They saying that Trump wants the money back that it was owed to us, the $300 billion. He wants that money back. And so he should pay that money back. It was a loan to you. We gave it to you to help you fight a war. Why can't we get the money back? You know what I mean? So we just giving out free money. There's free money. That's what we're doing now. We're just giving out free money. When you are the president of a country, even if you're a governor of a state or a mayor of a city, your job is always to protect the people at all costs. Period. Because your job is to keep everybody safe. And sometimes you have to put your pride to the side. And you have to come up with something to stop the bloodshed of innocent people getting killed over power, money, and greed. It's not fair to the Ukrainian people that they got to watch their backs and the kids and then worrying about can they stay alive because they're in a war because of land and power. And I get it. What happened if Putin don't do it? What happened if he still wants to do it? Then we'll handle it when we get there. But we got to start somewhere. We can't go 3-4 more years of war. For what? 2 grown men can't sit down and have a conversation and solve whatever issue you have, and you're bringing our people involved. So now you're going to start a World War III. And we got to get involved. And now our people are dying for something that we have nothing to do with. And now President Trump, we're going to have to go and the people's families tell them that their kids, their husbands, wives, and passed away fighting a war that's not even ours. So it's a good thing we're trying to find a way to end the war. And I know I heard a lot of comments. Trump should have been more lenient to the Ukrainian president and understanding. I understand what people are saying on that, but he has to stop the war. We got to find a solution to the problem. And if he has to give up some land to stop the war, then that's what he needs to do. It is what it is. And I know it sucks. It sucks because as a man, it's a pride thing. Man, I'm not giving up nothing. People done died. I'm not trying to give up this part of the land but guess what? Without the Americans, without us Americans, he was not going to be able to survive this war. So I think I believe he'll come back to his senses. They said that he got kicked out the White House, that Trump kicked him out the White House. Told him, hey man, when he wants to bring peace, then he can come back. Once he makes peace. Meaning that, hey, you want to make peace with Putin? Sign the deal that we asked to get our money back in the certain circumstances that we're asking for. Now, what's all in detail, I don't know. Hopefully some more of that information will come out, what's in the details of what Trump wants from him for the Ukraine president to sign. And if he signs that, then Putin will, and then Trump will go to Putin and try to get this solved. He already said that Putin wants to get this war done, but there has to be some negotiation done. And there has to be some things done. And so hopefully the Ukrainian president will come in next time with an open mind and understanding that I get that you're not going to get it all your way, but we have to start somewhere so we can end this war, so people can be at peace and people ain't got to worry about getting killed and the things like that is going on. And if that have to do with taking some part of land, then you got to do what you got to do to save the people. Too many people have died, man, over there in Ukraine. We're talking about 3 years of this war. Can you imagine how many people and kids and how many people have passed away for a war that they didn't have nothing to do with? They just live a normal life. And now all of a sudden they have to lose their life. You only get one shot at this world. Once you're gone, that's it. Ain't no coming back here. So at the end of the day, it's just sad that so many people have lost their lives. So many people lost their lives over there, and we're trying to stop a war from happening. Because if this keeps going, and then we keep on giving Ukraine weapons, Russia's going to get upset. Putin's going to be upset, thinking that we're defending for them. And before you know it, he's going to bring somebody else, maybe a China, maybe Iran, maybe somebody. And now we're in a war battle now. Now all hell then broke loose. And we're trying to prevent that. Then stuff is really going to be high. You think things is high now with food prices and the things that's going on in America right now with the food prices and all this stuff that's going on. We have a World War III. Everything's going to be even higher. You found what I'm saying, than what it is now. So we're going through a lot right now in America trying to get these things these wars taken care of. And we're just trying to find peace. That's what we're trying to do here. I don't see nothing wrong with what Trump is saying at all. I just don't. You know what I mean? It's time to stop the war. Now, if people disagree with me, that's fine. But that's just my opinion. I'm into trying to stop the war to save lives. The government job is to find solutions to save lives. Sometimes you got to put your pride to the side and figure out solutions. Two grown people should be able to sit down and have a conversation. This should have never happened in the first place. Two grown people should be able to sit down and come to some type of conclusion without pride and ego getting in the way. And that's all this is. That's all I have to say, all right? This is Mike Cooley Radio. Let's get it, because we're going to get it in, and I'm out.